All right, it's time for another Waiver Wire Tuesday, hour number 2 here in Week 8 as we come up on it. And our next Waiver Wire pickup is going to be a wide receiver. Let's go to the wide receivers. We're going to give you one this hour that you should go and look to pick up because we like to drag these things out through the entirety of the show. Ty Montgomery of the Green Bay Packers. One of the first players that I can ever remember having two different designations. You see that a lot in baseball where a guy can play at the outfield. He can also be eligible at second base, maybe first base as well, or a catcher, DH, catcher, first base, something along those lines. You rarely see it in football. And after Ty Montgomery spent some time in the backfield 2 weeks ago, he got even more touches, 9 carries for 60 yards this past week. Also caught 10 balls for 66 yards. He was all over the field. The Mr. Do-It-All, the Swiss Army knife that is Ty Montgomery for the Green Bay Packers. He did a very, very good job and kind of changed the course of that game last week. Of course, Brian Hoyer going out did change it immensely, but the offense seemed to flow better with Ty Montgomery coming out of the backfield. And that opened things up for Devontae Adams and Randall Cobb. Jordy Nelson really couldn't get going, but at this point, he's more of just a deep threat. He's that decoy. Hey, they're going to have to double team him with a safety over the top and a cornerback. So that opens up the rest of the field for maybe a Ty Montgomery to come out of the backfield. And I think that's where he is best suited. He's done a very good job out of it. He's a little bit bigger build than a Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb, he'll go out in the backfield. He'll start in the backfield every once in a while. He'll get a handoff once or twice in a game. But he's mostly, let's get him latched up on a linebacker. Let's get him running around out of the backfield. Ty Montgomery seems to be shifted into that role. And make no mistake about it. Once Niall Davis, he's got about a week and a half here to learn the playbook and gets himself acclimated with the Green Bay Packers offense, he will be the number 1 running back. With Eddie Lacy pretty much done for the year, he's on IR, designated to possibly return in Week 15, but you can only have one guy designated to return on that IR, and right now it's between Eddie Lacy and Sam Shields. We'll see which one they give it to. If they give it to either guy, if either are healthy when they're eligible to come back. James Stark's still going to be out a couple of weeks. I expect Niall Davis to be the main back out of the backfield, but I do expect Ty Montgomery to continue to play a role in this offense because we saw how successful they were in the second half, the Green Bay Packers were, with Ty Montgomery coming out of the backfield. So I expect that to continue, and I expect Ty Montgomery to be a very viable flex option for you in the next coming weeks. They got a decent matchup against the Atlanta Falcons, who just let up, 30 points, 33 points to the San Diego Chargers. And if Aaron Rodgers got his groove back and he's doing his belt thing, this could be a tough matchup for the Falcons. If they have to deal with a good Green Bay Packer offense, they got to get Jordy Nelson going, but I like Ty Montgomery as we move forward as the Swiss Army knife, Mr. Do-It-All in the Green Bay Packer backfield and wide receiving corps. So that's going to do it. Hour number 2, Waiver Wire Tuesday pickup. Go with Ty Montgomery.